Timothée Chalamet's apology to Kylie Jenner over his 30th birthday behavior might sound like a small celebrity headline at first glance, but when you dig into what actually happened, it turns into one of the most revealing, unexpectedly sweet, and very human moments in their high-profile relationship so far. On December 27, 2025, Timothée Chalamet officially turned 30, a major milestone. 30 isn't just another birthday in Hollywood, it's symbolic. It's the transition from rising star to established force. And for someone like Timothy, who has spent most of his 20s becoming one of the most respected actors of his generation, the moment carried weight. Professionally, he had already cemented himself with films like Call Me by Your Name, Dune, and Wonka. Personally, he was in a relationship that the world couldn't stop talking about: Kylie Jenner. Now here's where things get interesting. Instead of a flashy Hollywood party or a viral Instagram spectacle, Kylie planned something deeply personal, something rooted in Timothy's past and his artistic journey. She organized a private IMAX screening of Interstellar, the 2014 Christopher Nolan film, where a teenage Timothée played the son of Matthew McConaughey's character. For Timothée, Interstellar wasn't just another early credit, it was a formative experience, a film that meant something. But on the way to that surprise, he was grumpy. Yes, Timothée Chalamet, indie heartthrob, Oscar-nominated actor, fashion icon, admitted publicly that he got irritated during the car ride to his own birthday surprise. He later revealed that Kylie told him they were going somewhere about 30 minutes outside of Los Angeles. No details, no hints, just get in the car. And on his birthday, that mystery didn't land the way she hoped. He confessed that during the drive, he was thinking, "It's my birthday. Why are we driving 30 minutes out?" The tone wasn't angry, it wasn't dramatic, it was that relatable, low-energy birthday mood when expectations are unclear and you just want comfort. And then they arrived. A private IMAX theater, just for him, screening Interstellar, one of his most meaningful projects. And in that moment, everything shifted. Timothy admitted that as soon as he realized what Kylie had done, he felt instantly bad about his attitude. He publicly said he turned to her and apologized, telling her he was sorry for being so grumpy on the drive. He emphasized how much he loved the movie and how thoughtful the gesture was. Now, why does this matter so much? Because this wasn't leaked by sources close to the couple. It wasn't paparazzi speculation. Timothy himself told the story during a public conversation, and he told it in a way that showed vulnerability rather than ego. In an industry built on image control, that kind of honesty hits differently, and fans noticed. Social media immediately lit up with reactions. Some people joked that this is exactly how they act before every surprise. Others praised Kylie for understanding him on a deeper level. Many pointed out how rare it is to see a male A-list actor openly admit he was wrong about something so small, especially when the story didn't need to be told at all. It wasn't damage control. It wasn't scandal management. It was simply a boyfriend admitting he misread a situation. And that's what made it powerful. Let's talk about Kylie's side of this for a moment. Kylie Jenner, who built a billion-dollar beauty empire before turning 25, is often portrayed as hyper-controlled, business-focused, and strategic. But this move showed something softer. She didn't throw him a brand-sponsored extravaganza. She didn't make it about social media. She tapped into his history. Timothée has said in the past that he saw Interstellar multiple times in theaters when it first came out. That film represents a time before global superstardom, when he was still grinding, still dreaming. For Kylie to recreate that memory in a private, cinematic way shows attention to detail. It says she listens, and that matters in a relationship that many originally doubted. When Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner first sparked dating rumors in early 2023, the internet split into two camps. Some were shocked by the pairing, the indie darling and the reality TV mogul. Others were instantly fascinated. Paparazzi photos followed, secret meetups, fashion week appearances, award show whispers. Then came the public confirmations, sitting together at major events, affectionate glances, supportive appearances. Slowly, the relationship stopped feeling like a headline experiment and started looking real. By early 2026, they had been together for nearly 3 years. And during award season appearances, Timothée publicly acknowledged her as his partner of 3 years, a subtle but meaningful statement. Kylie was seen supporting him quietly from the audience, avoiding theatrics, but showing presence. So when he shared this birthday story, it felt like another piece of evidence that the relationship is grounded. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't PR perfect, it was a little awkward and very sweet. And here's the deeper layer. Turning 30 in Hollywood can trigger reflection. Timothée has gone from being labeled the next big thing to actually carrying blockbuster franchises. The pressure shifts, expectations grow, and having someone who remembers your roots, who takes you back to one of your earliest major films, can feel stabilizing. There's something symbolic about revisiting Interstellar at 30. That movie is about time, about distance, about connection across space and years. Watching it again, privately, with the person you're currently building a life with, that's layered. And his apology, small as it may seem, shows emotional maturity. Instead of brushing it off or pretending he was perfectly grateful from the start, he owned the moment. He laughed at himself. He acknowledged he misjudged the situation, and he gave Kylie credit publicly. That public acknowledgement matters in celebrity relationships. It shows partnership. Now let's talk about the fan reactions in more detail. On TikTok and X, clips of his confessions circulated rapidly. Fans created edits of the story paired with romantic music. Comments poured in saying things like, "This is the healthiest thing I've heard all week," and "The fact that he admitted he was wrong is everything." Even skeptics of the relationship softened. Some longtime Timothée fans, who were initially unsure about Kylie, started saying that she clearly makes him happy. Meanwhile, Kylie supporters highlighted how thoughtful her planning was. It turned into a rare internet moment where both fandoms aligned. And in today's culture, that's almost unheard of. There's also something important about how low stakes this drama was. It wasn't betrayal, it wasn't scandal, it wasn't breakup rumors. It was a mood on a car ride. In a celebrity landscape dominated by chaos, that normalcy felt refreshing. Now, does this mean wedding bells are around the corner? Not necessarily. Timothée has been playful but cautious when asked about long-term commitment. In past interviews, when marriage topics have come up, he's responded carefully, sometimes joking that interviewers are trying to get him in trouble. But the stability of nearly 3 years together speaks volumes. Kylie, who shares 2 children from her previous relationship, has also been very selective about how much she shares publicly about her love life. The fact that she's comfortable being seen at events with Timothée and planning intimate milestones shows a level of seriousness. And let's not forget the career timing. Timothée's star power continues to rise. Big budget films, award buzz, fashion dominance. Meanwhile, Kylie's business ventures remain massive and influential. 2 powerhouse brands in different industries, intersecting in a relationship that somehow feels both unexpected and balanced. So when he apologized, it wasn't just about a car ride. It was about recognizing effort. It was about gratitude. And it was about growth. Because let's be honest, many people would never admit they were wrong in that moment, especially not on stage, in front of an audience, knowing it would go viral. But Timothée did. And that vulnerability humanizes him in a way that carefully curated celebrity personas rarely achieve. The takeaway from this entire story isn't scandal, it isn't gossip in the traditional sense, it's insight. Insight into how this couple operates, insight into how Timothée handles relationships as he enters a new decade of life. 30 years old, reflecting on his teenage film role, sitting in a private IMAX theater arranged by his girlfriend, realizing he almost missed the beauty of the moment because he was impatient, and then saying sorry. That's growth. That's partnership. And in a strange way, that's more compelling than any red carpet photo. So the next time you see headlines about Timothée Chalamet apologizing to Kylie Jenner for birthday behavior, remember what it really represents: a small, honest, human moment in a relationship that continues to surprise everyone who doubted it. And if this is what their quiet, off-camera dynamic looks like, it might explain why they've lasted longer than many expected. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.